This is the DJI Mini 3 Pro, and this is one of the saltiest places in the world. Today we're at the Bonneville Salt Flats, and we're gonna be cruising along this speedway, which is made 100% of salt. Like, the ground is literally all salt. Ugh. I'll be using this drone along the way to see what it's capable of, as well as determine if this is a good or bad investment. Okay, so first off, this drone is tiny. Like, look at this, it's literally the size of my hand. That's crazy. And it weighs only 249 grams, which for comparison is about 9 graham crackers, so it's light. So you'd probably think this thing does terrible in the wind since it's so light, but according to DJI, it can handle up to level 5 winds, which is about 22 miles an hour. So if you've never been to the salt flats before, it's nuts. It's literally just miles of hard-packed salt. It's crazy. So I'm at the beginning of the speedway, and this is where they race cars and break world records going well over 200 miles an hour, and I don't know how far the speedway goes. I'm sure it's miles that way, and we're gonna go find out. The drone's top speed in sport mode is 35.7 miles an hour, and it has an amazing flight time of 34 minutes with this tiny battery. But one thing that separates this drone from the previous minis is it has obstacle sensing on the front, the back, and below. And it has Active Track 4.0, which is an easy and amazing way to get some tracking footage. So we've been driving for a couple miles and we finally found cones, which means we're officially on the speedway. And this thing is way wider than I thought it was. I've never been out here before and this place is crazy. I'm sure it goes on for miles that way, but since we're officially on the speedway, I think there's only one thing that we can do out here. The camera is pretty wild on this. It's not the best out of the DJI drones, but it does shoot 4K HDR video at 60 and 30 FPS and 1080 at 120 frames per second for slow motion, and it also shoots 48 megapixel pictures. And probably the coolest part about this drone is its camera rotates into the vertical position to make it much easier to capture video for social media. And it also supports D-Log, which is very nice for color grading. It's bright, very bright out here. So before we go fully test out this drone, we're gonna do a quick rapid fire Q&A from the internet's most asked questions about this drone. Is it waterproof? No, the drone is not waterproof. Can the gimbal be adjusted up or down in the vertical position? Yes, it can. Does the camera have zoom? This camera supports digital zoom up to 2 times. Can you live stream from the RC remote? No, it's not supported on the remote. Are the other DJI Mini drones batteries compatible with the Mini 3? No, they are not. Can you take photos and video if not in flight? Yes, but this drone is cooled only by the propellers running. Does it take raw pictures? Only JPEG and DNG are supported. What is the max transmission distance? And low interference, 4 to 7 miles. Controller has no antennas. The antennas are built into the controller. Is the remote compatible with other drones? The DJI RC remote is only compatible with the Mini 3 Pro. Okay, so that wraps up our quick rapid fire Q&A. So let's go test this thing out. So that was my first official flight with this DJI Mini 3 Pro, and honestly, I'm very impressed with how this handled. So it's been pretty windy out here today, and honestly, this thing handled so well. Comparing it to the previous Mavic Pro that I had, I would say this handles and is more stable than that drone ever was for me. And not to mention, I have the DJI RC remote, and this thing is absolutely amazing. I've never had one of these before, but not having to bring your phone around and carry a cord with you is a huge plus, and the screen on this is plenty bright where you can see everything you need to, even in broad daylight, just like this. So I honestly wasn't 100% sure if I was gonna end up keeping this drone just due to the lightweight and how it would handle in various scenarios, but after testing it today, I think I'm 100% gonna be keeping this and using it on future videos. So if you wanna check out the drone, there will be a link below. I'm extremely sunburnt, so I'm gonna head out, but if you made it this far, you're awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.